Yo, everybody. Today I'm going to be talking. It's like a fucking seminar or something. Um, the topic of this video is going to be like alignment, right? Alignment to your work and your purpose. And there's not really a promise that I can give in the sense that by the end of this video, you're going to know this, that, and the other, because I'm not some like spiritual guru that is massively experienced, and to be honest, I am not 100% aligned like myself at this point in time. I'm still on a journey of my own, but the videos of these that I enjoy making and enjoy talking about and yapping about is genuinely just when I get into like my own thoughts about something that I enjoy or I find like interesting to talk about or I'm curious about, So in terms of being aligned, right, with what you do, because that you need to have that. You need to love what you do. You need to know that that's your thing. Otherwise, you just burn out. It fizzles out. And my journey was like a lot of unalignment and a lot of efforts into things and business models that just eventually burnt out because I wasn't necessarily fully aligned with what I was doing. I was more so focused on the money. And that's not what I want to make this about, is like detaching from the money and all of that shit. But just to talk a little bit, like, for example, like when I was in Vietnam, I remember coming to Vietnam and that's when I started to post content. And that was the first time that before that I had a Google Ads agency. Yeah, it was cool, like copywriting, like creative in that sort of way. But again, I was just trying to like close clients at the end of the day. Like I didn't really care about like making their business better or helping them attract, like I wasn't focused on that at all, I came to Vietnam and I started to post content, and that was the first thing where I was like, fuck, I don't really enjoy the idea of putting myself out there, sharing my ideologies and the way that I think in my life for people to see and agree with, disagree with, like me, hate me, follow me, block me, whatever. And to this day, I still do. I post every day, right, on Instagram and like on YouTube now as well. And sometimes it feels like a chore. Today, I was like, oh fuck, like, I gotta film my YouTube video. Then it's like, sit down, pop the camera on, start yapping, and you're away. That's what I was saying before. If I get talking about something that I enjoy talking about, then I genuinely enjoy doing these. Like I'm enjoying this right now. And with when I was starting to post content, I felt good about it. And I liked the idea of being a content creator, documenting my journey for people to follow and for my friends to see what I was up to and to look back on one day, and for my kids and grandkids to look back on one day. Like I still love the idea of it. So I was like aligned with that. And I knew that that was going to be my thing and I was going to build a personal brand. But then there's a layer deeper and it's like, was I aligned with the content that I was posting? And there wasn't anything specific because I was just documenting my journey. That was all well and good. But then the dilemma of like, okay, fuck, I need to make money and I'm just posting reels. Like I'm not making money from that. So my idea was, how can I make money posting content? I can do brand deals, right? UGC. And I went down the route of trying to get deals with hostels that I was staying at to like do content for them. First, I did it for free stays, and then I wanted to scale it up so that I could eventually charge from it. And I got to a point where I was making videos for hostels and staying there for free. But I was in Vietnam, like the stays were like $10 a night or something. I was so broke during this time as well, by the way. And I realized that this isn't something I'm going to be making money from in the amount of time that I needed to be making money from it, because I had very limited funds. I needed to be fucking bringing some cash in. I met this German guy that was staying in my hostel in Vietnam, and he was into his like automations and stuff. And I was like, oh, that's cool. And then we got talking and he was like, yo, why don't you learn automations? And then you can offer these hostels like a package, like you can do their branding and whatnot, and then you can increase lifetime value by offering them automations to, or you can teach them how to create content, or like automations for like emails and asking people for reviews and like whatever, like the possibilities are endless with automations. And I was like, fuck, that's not a bad idea. That adds value to like my service and what I'm providing, and I can potentially make more money from that. So I started to learn automations, and it was fucking hard. I remember it being so shit. I didn't like it. There was one day I was just chilling in my hostel. I would never do anything. Everyone would go to the beach. Everyone would go hang out because they're on holiday. And they're there to like fuck around and have fun and whatever. And I'd just lock myself in the hostel at some fucking desk, sitting on my laptop trying to learn automations, desperately trying to figure out how to make money. And I remember one day just like fully crashing out because I couldn't figure out these automations. Was using make.com and realized that shit was not for me. I remember that just kind of like fizzling out. I was still just documenting my journey. And then I found sales, and I felt aligned with sales, and I started to learn it. I liked the idea of talking to people, uncovering their limiting beliefs, right? Guiding the conversation, being emotionally intelligent, everything about it like aligned with me. And then I got into it. I got better at it. I started making money with it. And then I started teaching people, and now I am like where I am right now. And I am aligned with what I do now, and I do love what I do, even though it's a lot. Like I'm on calls like 8 a day on average, maybe. One-on-ones with clients, sales calls, community calls, whatever. And I am aligned with like posting all of the content. I really do like it. But now it's like specific about, okay, how aligned am I with my business in terms of the business mission, the philosophy of the business, where I want to take it. And I just got this idea to kind of dissect and dig into from a conversation I just had with Remy, a good friend of mine, also my mentor. And yeah, that's, I think, gonna be what I really want to try. And because yes, alignment is so important. You have to like love what you're doing. It has to be like purpose driven. You can't just do it like because you want to see money hit your bank account, essentially. And I'm at a point now where I really just want to prioritize alignment with what I'm doing so that it's sustainable. Because ultimately, if you don't have alignment, it's not sustainable in the long run. So yeah, I am aligned with what I'm doing, but there is another level to it. And that's what I said to him. And I want to do some analysis, some thinking, some pondering to really just hone in on really what my actual clear goal and vision is with what I'm doing and what I'm building. Not that I want to have it all planned out to the T, just very clear on who I'm helping, what I'm helping them with, like what's my goal with all of this, why I'm doing that. And like, again, I'm clear on these things, but there's just another layer to it. There's another level of alignment I think I can reach to be like fully in harmony, so that creating content just is so natural and so easy. Because honestly now, like sometimes it can be a chore. Sometimes creating Instagram reels, I'm like, fuck, okay, I have to create like this specific kind of content, speaking to this specific kind of person. And it's like, it's honestly like not fully aligned. If it was, ideas would just pop, you know? But yeah, it's important to be aligned, because if you're not, it's just not sustainable. That is the moral of this yap. And I'm on a journey of my own. I just like talking about it. And yeah, that's really it. Oh, I really do enjoy this. Like YouTube is definitely the long game, hey? YouTube is definitely the play. I can really see myself there, and this is the end goal, ultimately. is to document my life, yap, be fucking good at what I do, be smart, have achieved amazing things, be able to provide value and also insights and philosophies and all this cool shit, and just yap. I want people to be able to connect with me. If you hate me, cool, gaff. But peace, and see you tomorrow.